Hi everybody, Justine Evans here, Hormone Alchemist, and it's May, it's Beltane Blessings, and we are starting with this month's health reading, which I hope that you really enjoy. So each month what I do is that I provide you with a reading using my my health cards. Here they are, my oracle cards that I wrote some years ago actually, and how we can put some of this into our day-to-day life. Now the reason that I'm doing this is that I feel that actually sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves to be healthy or to be well or to do this or to do that, and then we are really cruel to ourselves if we don't manage to succeed it. So if we do just a few steps every month, then this is a great way of rebuilding ourselves to health. So this is the plan behind it, and I hope that you enjoy following my plan. So I've been shuffling the cards, and 4 cards have come out for this month. So that's going to be our focus for this month. Now you take on any part of this that works for you. Now, if you want to do all of it, fabulous, do that. If you just want to do a little bit, then you do a little bit, okay? And then I will be back online on June the 1st, giving you another reading and another focus for you. And this way you're just really just adding different aspects of health into your life every day. So card 1 is nurture with Mookaite. So we're connecting with crystal energy here and Mother Earth. Now, I don't know if any of you have seen Mookaite before, but it comes in every different colour. It is a form of Jaspar, Australian Jaspar. And I do sell these crystals on my website, justineevans.co.uk, if you want, but I'm sure you'll be able to pick them up from other places as well. So Mookaite and that nurturing really is connecting with Mother Gaia. And you know, those colours are real earthy colours like ochre and red and earthy browns, and even you get mauves in them as well, and yellows and reds and creams, and it's really beautiful. And one of the ways that you can work with Mookaite this month is just to carry a piece of Mookaite with you, or wear it in a part of jewellery, or you can even put it under your pillow at night and just ask Mother Gaia to just take your troubles away. It's an amazing worry stone. The one here that I have, which I use when I'm giving treatments, has got a nice little imprint in it so that you can really touch it and feel it and hold it, and it's really lovely. So nurture with Mookaite. It's the nurturer, and it also supports our digestive and our circulatory and our sexual organs. It's associated with our root chakra. So this is really asking you this month to think about your ethics, your values, whether you're being true to yourself, what you're worrying about, and maybe some of the ways that we have been taught as children to deal with situations might not be supporting you anymore, and it might be a good time to be looking at it from another perspective. So letting those old ways go and actually asking Mother Gaia to take them away so that you can stop worrying, so you can live in the present, and so that you can also be really true to yourself, your own ethics, and be your true authentic self. So that's Mookaite, and that's what we can work with this month as well. Now these 2 cards dropped out together, and these are just beautiful cards because this is the card of love, and of course that's what life is about. It is about love, and this card is protection. And you know, actually the way that I feel about this is saying to you this month, it's time to take a review as to how you emanate love and also how you receive love. So are you surrounded by people that drain you, or are you surrounded by people who love you and support you, don't judge you? And do you judge others, or are you able to love unconditionally? You know, this is real Magdalena and Ishtar energy coming through this month, and also Mother Gaia energy coming through this month. It's really saying to you, come on, let's talk about love. Let's protect ourselves with love. Let's only work on the frequency of love. So if you know that you are surrounded by people who maybe drain you, then a good way of supporting yourself is also consider how often you want to see those people. But also if they are people that you do need in your life, or they're there for a reason, then a very good way of doing that is protecting yourself in a bubble of light before you see them. And one of the ways that you can do this, there are many different ways, but one of the ways that you can do this is actually by putting yourself in a bubble of light. And you can imagine that you're blowing a bubble and that you are stepping into it. So as you step into that bubble, it just forms all around you and it seals you in a lovely, like a great big aura of light energy. But with this energy, only love can permeate through it. So your thoughts towards that person have got to be from love, and the other person, where whatever situation you're in, only the love energy will permeate into you. So if there is negativity, it will either bounce back to the person who is sending it, or to you if you're sending it out. So this month, it's precautionary in a way, is that these cards are saying to you, listen, we're supposed to be working with love, and this is the way forward. And so let's just wrap yourself up in your bubble of light, but be very mindful as to actually how you present to others as well. So really think about that. How do you present to others as well, and go from a place of love? And this month will be much easier for you, much easier for you. So the final card actually works more on my nutritional therapy training, and the card is superfoods. Now, superfoods is a massive, massive subject, and actually on my Flourish and Harvest mentorship program, which begins on May the 15th, this month we're going to be talking about adaptogens, and those two are a fantastic superfood. But some of the superfoods that you could include in your diet this month, obviously you do need to check if you're on any medication whether that would be suitable for you, but you could use something like maca root. So maca root is very tasty actually, and is very good when you're under stress, and also is one of those plants that gives you energy, so that's really good. Another one would be Amazon Suma, which is like a male version, or particularly more so for men. Maca women tend to use more for their reproductive health, but also the way that they deal with stress response. And Suma is really good for men. So you could think about one of those. We could also include more ground flax seeds, chia seeds, goji berries, hemp, pea protein, and nuts and seeds and almonds, all of those. Now, I particularly like ground flax seeds because they're linseeds, which are also called flax seeds, are really supportive for our nervous system. And one of the great ways of doing it is actually to make linseed tea, or ground flaxseed tea, and if I will put that information below so that you can contact me if you want to make that recipe up. Another thing that you could consider is the bee. You know, our lovely bees are around and about at the moment, and so think about bee pollen, honey, propolis, and royal jelly. Now, royal jelly is also a fantastic adaptogen. It really helps give us energy and really gives us a lift. So again, these might help you. Another one is freshly sprouting seeds. Such an undervalued food, but is really dense and full of protein. Very easy to sprout seeds and nuts and chickpeas and all of those on your windowsill, or you can buy them in supermarkets fresh. But they are fabulous. You can add them to salads, you can add them to soups, you can add them to your smoothies, you can just add them to any of your foods, actually, just a handful of them, and they are completely full of vitality and energy and protein and health-giving properties. They are living foods, so you can include some of those in your plan this month in your eating program. Another thing that you can think about is kefir and the fermented foods, so that really to support your microbiome at the moment. And I personally find that fermented foods and kefirs, etc., when you're using those pre and probiotics, they tend to work for me better the week of the new moon and the week of the full moon. And the reason that I do that is because when you work with nature and the moon controls water. Water is a very big aspect of our bodies and also our microbiome. And also naturally, microbiome, bacteria, fungi, all of those, they all lay their eggs or hatch with the moon energy. So it's a really good time to be taking those. I'm still on my wellness shots every day, and turmeric root and ginseng root are both within that. So I take turmeric and ginseng root every day. I also add it into grapefruit, but not everybody can tolerate grapefruit. And I also add celery to it as well, and a lemon. So for me, this is kind of like my get up and go. Sometimes I add orange to it, but predominantly I like to have a vegetable in it, like carrot or celery, and then I might add either grapefruit or I might add orange, and then turmeric root, ginger root and lemon. And I find that this is a fantastic wellness shot for me every morning, and I'm still doing that. Another thing that you can think about is ginseng, and there are different forms of ginseng: red ginseng, Siberian ginseng. There are lots of different forms. So again, that might be one of the wonderful superfoods that might really support you. And then you can talk about, we're talking about adaptogens with Flourish and Harvest mentorship this month, but reishi, cordyceps, they are fantastic. Lion's mane, they are fantastic adaptogens and mushrooms for you to be able to, or fungi for you to be able to support your health with. They really do help with the stress response, and they're full of nutrients as well. Lion's mane is particularly well known for helping with concentration. And then of course you can just use plain old simple coconut oil, and also coconut water. Coconut water is fantastic for electrolytes, really good at hydrating us. And coconut oil we can use not only to massage into our bodies and really help with hydration that way, and to support our skin, but also we can use it in our mouth, and we can do, it's called oil pulling, where you swish it around in your mouth for 5 minutes and then you spit it out, and that's really fantastic for gum health and oral microbiome as well. And it really helps break down the plaque in your mouth as well. So they're just some simple suggestions for you to do this month. As I said, please don't feel that you need to do all of this. Just choose 1 or 2 aspects of this month's guidance that might resonate with you. And if you're on medications, please make sure, if it's one of the superfoods, that you're able to take that alongside it. But otherwise, think about that lovely bubble of light, about protecting yourself, and using Mookaite, the wonderful Mother Earth crystal, to support you. So sending you lots and lots of love and blessings this Beltane, and I will speak to you again in June. Take care.